eState just recently celebrated a 1-year anniversary since the organization of the company, and today we're celebrating the 5-month milestone since the official launch of the company. And there has been some incredible things that's happened in that very short period of time. And I'm gonna cover all of that today in this video. So if you've been checking out this opportunity, then this is the video that you want to tune into. Now, my name is Anthony Deloach, and I'm known for reviewing passive crypto opportunities in this space. And guys, I've seen it all, but I believe right now we have our hands on one of the most phenomenal opportunities that we could ever experience. Of course, we don't offer any guarantees over here, and I'm not making anybody any promises, but what I see with eState is absolutely revolutionary. We get to participate in the real estate space without the traditional shenanigans and everything that comes along with it. And if you've been on one of my presentations, you can see why this thing has massive momentum. But let's talk about some of these results that the company has achieved in this short period of time, guys. In just 5 months, this company has gathered over 7,500 community members. They have already crossed over 3,800 real estate transactions. They've already had over 1.8 million EST tokens purchased that are backed by real world assets. Guys, we have something absolutely incredible on our hands because we have seen this company pay out over $2 million to its members. That is absolutely phenomenal. That's a great start for a company, but I believe we are just getting started and so many things are going to happen from this point on. The future is looking very bright for this company and I'm excited to be a part of it. And I'm excited for all the success for the people in my organization who have been looking for something solid and they finally found it with eState. Now, what I want to do is go over the roadmap that they have provided for us. This company has a long-term vision of what they're going to create in this space, and I believe you guys are going to be very interested to see what's all in this roadmap. So now I want to present to some and introduce to others the eState Vision 2034 roadmap to the future of tokenized real estate. Now, the first thing that we're going to cover in this roadmap is the letter from the CEO, Brandon Stevenson. And here's what his letter says. It says, "Dear buyers, agents, and partners, since our registration in November 2024, we set out to redefine how the world invests in real estate. By June 2025, we launched eState. And in just a few months, we have already tokenized 10 premium properties worth over $100 million, opening access to opportunities once reserved for the few. The roadmap you are about to see is our long-term investment vision for 2034. It reflects our goal to expand our portfolio, grow investor returns, and position eState as a global hub for tokenized real estate. We know markets evolve and investor needs change. That's why our platform will always adapt, innovate, and deliver sustainable value, ensuring that real estate investment remains rewarding, transparent, and accessible worldwide. Together, we are building not only a company, but the future of real estate investment. Sincerely, Brandon Stevenson, CEO of eState." Now, let's go a little bit further and let's look at the groundwork that has been laid for the eState ecosystem. Well, the first thing I want to point out is that Brandon Stevenson and the co-founder Mike Hamilton unite ARDR and Eli Property Group, setting the foundation for the eState ecosystem. We have the official registration of the eState Group Inc. in Panama, establishing a solid international legal base compliant with FATF and AML standards. We have the formation of the core leadership team and advisory board to guide strategic development and global expansion. The launch of eState.co platform development, creating an architecture for real estate tokenization. Engagement with private investors to secure early stage funding and strategic partnerships. Identification and audit of high quality real estate assets for initial tokenization portfolio. Now, here's the launch and the first achievements from development to global recognition. So when the company launched, they had 9 different properties on the platform, and they had already acquired the international legal status, the LEI, Legal Entity Identifier, strengthening global transparency and compliance. They officially launched the EST Estate token on the Binance Smart Chain. They completed the platform development and launched eestate.co, which is a state-of-the-art website that has been operating flawlessly. They also had the introduction of the ARDR educational programs on digital real estate marketing and global sales. They had the launch of regular multilingual webinars in 8 languages for investors and agents, expanding the company's global presence. I have the benefit of actually hosting some of those webinars that are out there right now. They had the tokenization of a new property, which were the Miami apartments that are located in Icon Brickell, the residential side of the W Hotel there in Miami, and they started the minimum share at $10. We also had the hosting of our first public events, privilege of hosting the AMA with the co-founder Mike Hamilton, and also live events here in North Carolina. The other thing that the company has accomplished was the successful completion of the first tourism-based project, which is the villa that's located in Bali, Indonesia, valued at $750,000. It has been completely tokenized and sold out. The next thing is the signing of the first partnership agreements with international agent organizations. My company was one of those organizations that signed a partnership agreement with eEstate. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the transition to expansion, strengthening the ecosystem and preparing for global growth. Tokenization of 2 new property categories, houses and tourism projects, expanding the diversity of real estate assets. So you're going to look at that before the end of 2025. You're going to see that happen on this platform. The next thing that we're going to have is the launch of monthly summits held together with strategic partners aimed at strengthening global collaboration and community engagement. And I've already started that process here in my local area. Then we have the upgrade of the platform's AI-based analytics tools, providing more efficient data, insights, and performance optimization across the ecosystem. And it's exciting to see all of these things happen. Now let's talk about the global expansion and trust building, scaling the brand and earning worldwide recognition. The hosting of the eEstate Miami Summit is going to happen in 2026. That's already scheduled for January 31st of 2026, and it's going to be right there at Icon Brickell in the Miami area. A landmark global event gathering investors, agents, and partners from over 30 countries. We're getting more and more media coverage in Forbes, Bloomberg, and other major international outlets, strengthening brand credibility and investor trust. We have the tokenization of a new asset class, apartments, expanding residential investment opportunities. The signing of 10-year strategic partnership agreements with leading agents and worldwide organizations. The next thing is the development of a fully featured mobile application for App Store and Google Play, replacing the initial web APK version, right? The next thing that we have is the tokenization of villas, expanding premium real estate offerings for global buyers. Organization of at least 10 regional live events across key markets from the US and Europe to Asia and the Middle East. Hosting of the first World Tokenized Real Estate Forum, establishing eEstate as a global thought leader in digital property ownership. The launch of the eEstate Ambassadors Program, engaging top influencers and real estate leaders to expand global visibility. The expansion of tokenized property types to include commerce, business centers, land plots, and development projects. Here's the expansion and institutional integration, scaling tokenization and strengthening global infrastructure. This is through 2027. So let's look at what's happening through 2027. We're going to see the launch of large-scale property tokenization, expanding eEstate's portfolio class across multiple countries and asset types. We're going to see comprehensive rebranding of the platform to modernize the user interface, introducing a broader property catalog, and enhancing the user experience. Creation and issuance of a new tradable token designed to support liquidity and cross-platform integration. Listing of the new token on leading peer-to-peer exchanges and trading platforms, expanding accessibility and global investors. The next thing is the development of legal and regulatory framework for agents and partnership with ARDR, the Association of Real Digital Realtors, setting new industry standards. the hosting of the second World Tokenized Real Estate Forum, uniting thought leaders, institutions, and developers under one vision. We're also going to see the opening of regional offices in key global markets to strengthen operational presence and local partnerships. Now, let's talk about the technological maturity and the institutional presence, education, transparency, and global recognition. This is what's happening through 2028. So what you're going to see is the launch of the eEstate Academy, a global education platform for agents, partners, and investors, providing certified courses on digital real estate, marketing, and financial literacy. The execution of buyback programs for development and business development tokens upon completion of the first phase, ensuring investor liquidity and sustainable ecosystem growth. The transition to quarterly financial reporting for investors, enhancing transparency and compliance with international standards. The company registration in the United States and the European Union, establishing a strong presence in key regulatory jurisdictions. We're also going to see the hosting of the third World Tokenized Real Estate Forum, continuing to unite global leaders in blockchain and real estate innovation. We're going to also see participation and presentations at the world's largest real estate exhibitions, including the MIPIM and the Expo Real. So let's talk about now through 2029, global regulation and public growth phase, from tokenization to global market integration. You're going to see the issuance of eEstate corporate shares, initiating the company's transition towards a hybrid equity token ownership structure. You're also going to see the creation of eEstate development, an in-house construction and property management division responsible for building and tokenizing new assets. The distribution of the company's shares amongst core strategic partners, early investors, and advisory board members. You're going to see the preparation for and listing on major stock exchanges, including NASDAQ and European markets, to attract institutional capital. You're going to see the construction and tokenization of new assets under eEstate development, blending traditional real estate and blockchain technology. Another thing that you can look forward to is the growth of capitalization through investment inflows from global financial institutions, private equity, and venture funds. You're going to see also the active participation and hosting of international real estate and blockchain summits, exhibitions, and world forums. You're going to see the expansion into new jurisdictions, registering subsidiaries in legal entities to ensure long-term global scalability. Guys, I hope you see how powerful this roadmap is through 2034. They've almost accounted for everything that they have in their vision. And I can see how this is going to be a powerful, powerful company in the space of tokenization. And it's going to take real estate into the future where it needs to be. Now, guys, I don't know if you've been sitting on the sidelines or if you've been actively paying attention to what's been happening with eEstate, but there's some incredible momentum here. There's some people that are coming along with our company and having success that they've never had before. We are experiencing massive momentum right now. And if you take action, you can get involved in this space and you can be a part of that momentum. This is literally the new wave of wealth. And I want you guys to lock arms with people who are having success right now. My team is growing and expanding rapidly. We already have agents at agent level 7, agent level 6, agent level 4, agent level 5. We're tearing this thing up, guys. We're making so many incredible advancements and we're experiencing so much success that we want to welcome you into what we're doing. If you're excited about joining, I want you to look in the description of this video and I want you to check out the information that I put there. There will also be a link for you to actually go ahead and set up your free account and go ahead and get started with us, whether you just want to earn passively or whether you're ready to get started as a digital real estate agent with eEstate. Either way, I want you guys to know that I'm here to support your growth and to help you take this to the next level. This could be a game changer for you. But here's what I always say. Information could change your situation, but only after implementation. Here's what I want to know. Are you going to take action on the information that you received today, or are you going to continue to watch from the sidelines? Either way, you know I love and care about you, and I definitely want to see you win. This is the end of this video. You know exactly what we're going to do. We're going to invest wisely, We're going to invest well, and we will only invest what we're willing to lose, but you know we're investing for the opportunity to win. Until the next video, I hope you guys have an absolutely phenomenal day, and I am out. Peace.